I spent years posting on 2 different YouTube channels that never got over 100 subscribers until I started implementing these things that I'm going to be talking about with you today. If you are somebody who is wanting to start making passive income on YouTube, the most fun way to make money, whether it is through clients coming to you through YouTube because of your business, or the many other ways you can make passive income with YouTube, or if you're just like want to grow your channel for fun, that's cool too. Be sure to stay tuned until the end because you're not going to want to miss anything today. I kind of grew these channels on accident. These are definitely things that when I started doing them, I wasn't necessarily doing them on purpose, but these are, I can tell you for sure, the things that help my channels to finally start growing and get over that 1,000 subscriber mark, which also, if you're not familiar, 1,000 subscribers is the number of subscribers you need to be eligible to get your videos monetized by YouTube. So, by the way, I saved the 2 most important things, most important tips for the very end. So you're not gonna wanna miss that. Both of my channels really started to grow when I niched down, and then I niched down again. So I'll explain what I mean. I'll give some personal examples. The first channel that I'll talk about, it's called Oregon Homes with Mariah, Vettrus, Crawford. And when I started posting videos on this channel, I would talk about anything and everything regarding real estate. Tips for the buying process, a listing video here, a whatever, just so many different things bouncing all over the place. And I thought I had a pretty specific niche because my niche was real estate. But I didn't realize I needed to niche down even more in order to grow quickly. And so what happened was I stopped making videos about just real estate in general, and I started making videos about not just real estate, but real estate in my specific town, in the specific state that I lived in. And my thought when I did this initially was that niching down to this specific of an audience would actually hurt my channel. I thought it would bring me less viewers and less subscribers because I was narrowing my audience down to such a small percentage of people. It wasn't for just anyone wanting to listen to real estate anymore. It was for only like a very specific audience. And so I thought that would actually hurt my channel. I was posting videos, it would not get over 100 subscribers. As soon as I started focusing all my content around not just real estate, but like this extremely specific niche within the real estate niche, that my channel started growing very quickly. Like I said, that's something that happened on accident. My goal with this channel was not to get it monetized. It was not to grow in, numbers or subscribers, because my goal with that particular channel was to get clients from, which I do, and that's amazing. But niching down really, really specific can bring you more subscribers to your channel, even though you might think the opposite would happen. The second channel that I'll talk about is actually this one that you're watching on. My niche, when I started out, my niche was kind of just like the real estate agent niche. And I started out making videos talking about my journey and just sharing my journey as a really young real estate agent. I was 18 when I got into the business, and I just took out my phone whenever I felt like it and just documented my journey and what it was like for me as a young real estate agent and what I learned along the way. But then this brings me to my next tip. I started looking at, okay, what videos are working for me? What videos have the highest watch time? And basically that just means you can look on your analytics, like the back end of your videos, and see how long are people watching your videos? Are they clicking off right away, or are they staying for most of or the whole video? So if your watch time is good and they're watching through the whole video, then that's a good sign. You want to do more of that type of content. So for this channel, it was for sale by owner videos. For sale by owners videos is really what I did a lot of. It was a big part of my life at the time, and it kind of became my niche. Going from the real estate niche in general to the for sale by owner niche within the real estate agent niche did help my channel grow faster. However, there came a point I decided I didn't want to talk about that anymore. I kind of felt like I've said everything there is for me to say about for sale by owners. I don't really even call them much anymore, and so it just felt like that chapter of my channel was over. That is like the only problem, I would say. Be careful when you choose your niche. Make sure it's something that you really want to talk about, because once you're posting videos about a certain topic consistently and you rank in search for that specific topic, the YouTube algorithm picks that up and they say, okay, this person makes this kind of videos. And so they're going to really push out those type of videos when you make them, but then any other type of things you talk about, they're not going to push them out because they've categorized you as that. And of course, that's what a lot of your viewers are here for. So if you just start talking about something else, your viewers might be like, what the heck, I'm unsubscribing. So the next thing that I did that helped my channels start growing was focus on search engine optimization. Focus on making the type of content that is search friendly. YouTube is the second biggest search engine next to Google. Having like titles and topics that are searchable might take a little bit longer, but eventually your videos can rank in search and they're going to be on your channel forever. So I have videos that I made years ago that are still bringing me new viewers and subscribers because they were search engine friendly. People are still searching for those things. Even though the videos are old, they're still ranking in search and they're still coming up in search, if that makes sense. I have videos that I made years and years ago that are still bringing me clients and bringing me business from my other channel because they're search engine friendly. They're ranking in search. And so although it took them a long time to get a significant amount of views, when they're search engine friendly, they will rank up those views over time because people are going to search for it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but yeah. Another thing that I did that really helped my channel start growing is I started working on my thumbnails. I would say my thumbnails still are not amazing. I'm not a very I'm not too focused on aesthetically pleasing everything. Like some people, you go to their page and they want it to all be matching and beautiful fonts, and I don't care too much about that stuff, to be honest. I appreciate looking at other people's, but it's not necessarily a big deal in my mind. I did put a little more effort into my thumbnails. When I first started, my thumbnails were just a clip from the video, and that is the laziest way that you can do it. Or I would take a screenshot from the video and then turn that into my thumbnail. But now I'll actually take a picture. Usually, sometimes I still go the lazy route and it's okay. But usually I will take a photo separately for the thumbnail. I will send it over to Fiverr most often and have someone on Fiverr.com turn it into a thumbnail for me because they're experts in that. It only costs $5. Sometimes it costs more if you add things, but generally you can get it done for $5 if you want to, and it's definitely worth the investment into your YouTube channel. You will get the money back eventually. One more tip I had to add because this is really, really important, and I think this stops a lot of people from growing on YouTube or even from starting on YouTube in general. Do not be a perfectionist. Now, I know you don't want to just be adding more noise and putting out junk to the internet because there is so much on there already. But if you are waiting until you have the perfect situation, your hair looks perfect, the perfect time, you feel perfect, you have the perfect amount of energy, if you're just waiting for things to be perfect before you just start shooting video, then you're never probably going to start. What I do is, it is in my schedule. It is a big part of my business. If I stop doing this, a big part of our income will stop. And so it is in my schedule. I treat it like a job. And whether I feel like it that day or not, whether I look my best that day or not, it is what I'm going to be doing because it is in my schedule and I have time blocked for it. And it doesn't have to be super time consuming. It isn't super time consuming, but you do need to just do it no matter how you're feeling. And another thing about perfectionism is don't wait until you have the perfect video before you start uploading. You have to just start and then go from there. I don't even watch my videos because I don't want to criticize myself, but I know that they've helped a lot of people because I receive so many comments and emails and Instagram DMs and literally letters in the mail from viewers who have watched them and been like, wow, this changed my business or this helped me so much. So I know if I'm watching them, I'm going to be pointing out all the things that I'm like, ooh, that sounded dumb or that looked weird. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Who cares? Literally, who cares? Don't wait until you really love your videos or feel like you have this like perfect, wonderful piece of art before you post it, because to be honest, I feel like you'd never post if you waited until you have like a perfect video or until you loved like every portion of it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you watched all the way through, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We come on here every week with new content, and we will see you guys next time.